Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sada Production, presenting Highcast Podcast. With me today, I have the man himself, Sahib. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Francis. How are you?
I'm good. How? I can see you have this big smile on your face. Tell me what's going on.
Oh, well, I love the day. It starts with, we wanted to do this for a long time, and now we are doing it, and I can see it in action. This is something that I wanted to do for a very long time.
That takes me exactly to the question I wanna ask you.
Go for it.
Why podcast?
I think podcast is more personal. People want to be relatable to the experiences, and it's like you're talking to your friend in a zone that you really want to express yourself and talk about your experiences, what challenges you've overcome and all that. And we're all relatable. It's very personalized, customized way of doing things.
Okay. So our listener will be wondering, who is Saeed?
Well, I can tell them a little bit about myself. Syed Hussain Zada is my full name, and I came to Australia about 17 years ago, back in 2005.
Okay.
And I grew up here with the challenges that normal refugees and asylum seekers faces. And went to high school, did my university, Bachelor's of Biomolecular Science, did another Master's of Medical Biotechnology, and then Master's of Orthoptics. So a range of, learning spaces. And I was actually, from my community that I know of, the first one to go to university.
That's impressive.
And back then it was very hard. Back in 2010 when I started uni, the reason it was hard is because the way I was approaching uni and the difficulty of life, and we had so much pressure on us from community spaces and also work and life balances that we were not really good at. So just thrown into this mainstream high school where you get to see the adversity within it, and it was the challenges were building up, and you're all growing up as you're going through this, teenage phase, and those phases were very hard to adjust to because there was no mentor around me that tell, oh, this is normal. You go through it. It should be normal. The bullying that I felt and received in school and all in different areas, I thought that was happening to me only, and it was very daunting experience because you want to be able to go to school, focus on school, but I was focusing on the challenges personally I was facing. And those areas of my life, and the reason I got out of it, and now we are going back and giving back to community, and I feel like there's a lot of us. We go through that, and that's why the reason of establishing or doing a podcast is be able to share those experiences as a teenage, as a boy, as being bullied, as being looked down on, and all that stuff, and how I changed my approach to life, changed everything for me.
Absolutely, And while you're talking, I'm looking at you like pretty much I can see myself in you.
100%.
I can see that you and I we went through the same path.
Yeah, you went to military, which is a harder, different training.
Apart from that, we came from two different cultures. But definitely. we went through the same path. Because myself, I came to Australia on a humanitarian visa. As a 16-year-old boy, thrown into this wild, system wherein you have no mentor, as you mentioned, to guide you. Make choices, helpful choices, and career choices, and most of us from that background, most young people from that background, we get lost, and from there we don't know where to go, and because our parents or our community leaders themselves, they don't have the tool to support us.
Of course.
And when you transition through that phase, it's very, very hard as a young person, for you to adjust. Your mental health hit rock bottom. And you don't know where to go.
And we don't know a lot about mental health. We think it's just a normal thing. Everyone is going until you come out of it and you see
how different it is.
Thousands of people are going through this, psychological stress, and there is nervous breakdowns and all that stuff, and you get anxiety attacks and all that stuff.